Hey everyone, James Azar here. Welcome to the CyberHub Podcast Daily Practitioner Brief. It's Thursday. It's our last Practitioner Brief for this week. Tomorrow we got an amazing tech corner you can tune into. But before that, make sure you go to cyberhubpodcast.com and register to get our beautifully designed, easily accessible Practitioner Brief in your inbox daily. No need to even go to our website. You go to our website once, you sign up, that's it. We'll respect your inbox. We're not going to spam you. Just so you know, you'll only get this. If that's what you want, you can also get our weekly newsletter if you want that as well, but that's that. Tomorrow, Tech Corner, Aviv Grafi, CEO of Vatira. We're going to be talking about work from home, how malware is being deployed in systems, how ransomware is evolving. A great discussion tomorrow on Tech Corner, so make sure you subscribe, give us 5 stars, let your friends know all about it. Aviv Grafi tomorrow, CEO of our friends over at Vatira, is going to be joining me for an awesome Tech Corner. And now let's get into our Practitioner Brief for today. A lot to talk about. We'll start with researchers warn of a flaw affecting millions of IoT devices across the world. Researchers are urging connected device manufacturers to ensure they have applied patches addressing a flaw in the module used by millions of IoT devices. If exploited, researchers speculate that the flaw could allow attackers to knock out a city's electricity or even overdose a medical patient. The vulnerability itself exists in a widely used Centrion module, a small electronic device embedded in IoT devices that connects to a wireless networks and sends and receives data. The module is manufactured by Thales, a French company that designs and builds electrical systems for the aerospace markets. Researcher discovered the flaw in the Centrion's EHS-8 module. However, further testing revealed that 5 other modules in the same product line were also affected, BGS5, and those are all available on our PDF. As of Wednesday, the vulnerability is CVE 2021-5858 was discovered in last September. Thales has issued a fix early on this year. However, a lot of these devices aren't getting patches. So the warning out here is go in, get this stuff patched. Otherwise, if exploited, it can have catastrophic events and catastrophic consequences for those organizations or those local governments. We always talk about critical patching. We had a whole story on that yesterday as well. So let's make sure we get that stuff done. Let's cross our T's, dot our I's, do the basics well, and everything from there on out is just enhancing our posture, our resiliency to cyber events. U.S. reveals a new North Korean blinding can RAT. This was the thing yesterday on Twitter. My friend Ohad Zeidenberg from Clear Sky, also Idona Orr from Security Joe's. Those guys were all over this. They've got a great panel coming up, by the way, to talk about North Korean cyber activities and Iranian cyber activities. But the U.S. government, this includes the FBI and CISA, are warning of a new remote access Trojan being used by the North Korean group Lazarus Group. The latest development is a product of a joint investigation by DHS and the FBI named BLINDINGCAN. It was used earlier this year to target a government contractor for intelligence on key military and energy technologies, according to the report. The malicious documents employed in this campaign used job postings from leading defense contractors as lures and installed a data gathering implant on a victim's system. I've been talking about this for years. We actually highlighted part of this initial report with how North Koreans are gathering intelligence. And earlier this week, it's also been noted that North Korean hackers aren't really operating in North Korea. They're operating in China and India and Malaysia and Russia, in Iran. They're operating a lot of other places. North Korea as a country doesn't have the infrastructure to support this massive activity. So they're obviously being used by other players. And it's safe to assume that North Korea may be doing the work, but they're also selling it and sharing it with the Russians, the Chinese, and the Iranians and other threat actors to our national security and to our intellectual property and our intellectual security. So something to keep in mind with the North Koreans. They're not as innocent as they look. Cisco issues a bug warning where a critical static password flaw in network appliances needs patching. Cisco has disclosed a critical flaw affecting its ENCS 5400W series and CSP 5000W series appliances, which is due to their software containing user accounts with default static passwords, folks. This is the severity has a rating of 9.8 out of 10 and is being tracked as CVE 2020-3446. There's already a patch in place for this. You can find it on our website, cyberhubpodcast.com, with the link for everything else. That's it for our practitioner brief here for this week, folks. We've got a few more stories attached in our practitioner brief for your reading and viewing pleasure. Again, no clickbait here, just straight stuff that you need to know about doing your job and going about your day. Make sure you sign up on our website at cyberhubpodcast.com. Get our practitioner brief, sign up for our newsletter, subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcast listening platform, wherever that is. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe. Please do so. Subscribe and hit the bell button to be alerted every time we post something new. Next week, I'll be starting a YouTube Periscope live segment, so you can join us there. A bunch of Q&A topics around cyber and not around cyber, about life, whatever you want. So you can go to our YouTube channel or Twitter at CyberHub Podcast and just tune in. They're going to be casual, late evening sessions. We're not doing them during a business day. Kind of a conversation. Ask questions, express opinions, frustrations, anything you want, get advice, all available for our listeners. You can do that with me once a week. Next week, we'll be kicking it off, so make sure you follow us on YouTube and Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you do so. CyberHub Podcast will be alerted there. That's it for us here today, folks. Until tomorrow, don't miss our Tech Corner and our Cisco Talk. Our other podcast, Cisco Talk, Mark Willis from Bluescapes, joining me. It'll be posted tomorrow afternoon, so go subscribe to that as well. That's it. No more self-promoting. I promise. I'll be back with more on Monday. Until then, folks, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and most importantly, stay healthy and cyber safe.